Oh, brother. Wow. So now that the light is here, everything feels a little too real. I mean, I'm really trying to get into this. The more production I do, and the more I try to make it real, the harder it is to actually adapt to the entire system itself, or what I believe is the PEMDAS to, create content and do all this content BS. Not even BS, just filming myself and trying to up the quality of my video logs. I've been doing this since March, and clearly there is some level of authority or strange sensation of finally I do feel ready to start making points and talking about my random shit that I have been doing, but it also allows there for a lot more room for me to critique myself and be scared to post and be a member of YouTube ? Whenever I come back home, I always want to dive back into my content creation, like arc and journey and shit. Because when I'm at school, it's just like a chore, but at here, it's some passion shit. I don't understand. I couldn't explain to you why. And was creating content my way of coping when I was alone at home? Yeah, probably. But is it something I do love? Yeah, also, probably. I know where I want this to go, and I feel like I always have to express that every time I turn on this fucking camera, because I need to lower down whatever my expectations are at this point of this channel, of this thing I'm doing, and just yapping. I really don't know what type of content creator I want to be either. And I find myself at the intersection of being like one of those, fuck me, bro. Right now I'm at 250. So let me go to on my clicker of likes and just I'm at 25 because apparently I can't do any that I tell myself I need to do. So I'm at 25 and now I'm at 26 because I said the word like. I'm not counting that one because I meant to say it and not some accidental filler word bullshit. Anyways, I don't know what type of content creator I want to be because there's a strange level of pressure that I feel I put on myself as a black man specifically to overperform myself by being intellectual, when in reality that's not me. I'm not the most intellectual thinker. I like to think about literally anything and everything, and I like to make jokes, and I like to be wrong, and I like to be corrected, and I like to have real discussions. But there is an obsessive pressure on black content creators to be 110% factually correct with every statement that they say. And if there are holes to poke within their statements, it is immediately nullified. And it could be one small thing that was wrong in the whole statement, but because there was one thing that was wrong and there could be a hole poked there, the entire argument is wrong and is therefore invalid. And it's very hard to be like an intellectual, like black content creator on the internet because you're talking about such heavy topics and real stuff that's going on within everyday life, or real issues that are happening that you see every day also. But if you're not able to present it in a way that is digestible and in an intellectually superior manner, then how is it going to be received? Because you're already facing the challenge of being black on the internet, where immediately the assumptions are when someone that looks like me or you or whoever shows up on a screen, there is assumptions that everyone makes depending on who you are and what you look like just from the first 3 seconds you sit down with them. And there is this level of pressure for Black people to over intellectualize how they're feeling or extremely intellectualize their statements in order to be heard, which a lot of counterparts do not have that struggle to present themselves in such a strenuous way, or like a particular way where everything is placed perfectly amongst each other like in a puzzle, and it has to fit perfectly, because if it doesn't, or if there's one piece gone, it is taken just as, oh, they're trying to be smart, they're trying to do whatever. And that happens to a lot of communities, but I do think a lot of people, but I do believe that this is a very Black issue altogether. Another thing is, if I don't become like the intellectual like Black person, then it feels like I'm becoming, well, it feels like the other option is I can be like the dance. I feel like I have to be the dance monkey type of creator where I can talk about whatever the I want and be unserious, but in response, audiences digest and see you as intellectually like dumber and not smart enough and not able to keep up with real conversations. And by not taking yourself seriously, the audience doesn't take you seriously, and not in the way that like y'all are friends, you guys don't take each other seriously. It's more of like you're dumb and I can make fun of you because you're dumb way. And I don't like that either. And it almost feels like there's just two paths you can pick, because you can either be a dumb Black person and dance and make everyone laugh at you because you're dumb, or be a smart Black person that is extremely intellectual and is giving thesis level pieces to the internet that should be probably put in archives at universities. It's insane. It's insane that that's the position that a lot of Black people are put in. But also, I don't want to be either of those. I kind of want to talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. If it's stupid one day, it's cool. It's stupid one day. And I like to be dumb. I like to talk about stupid, but it doesn't take away about the fact that I am smart and I do like to have real conversations about real that's happening and going on. I mean, not to fucking pull out all my credentials, but I was really good in school. I was a really good athlete, really disciplined on that factor, and I graduated from Harvard about a month ago. It's not something that I have to hold on to in order to present myself in the most authentic way possible. And to present myself in the most authentic way possible means I'm not going to be this hyper intellectual person, even though it's always on my resume. I like to talk about the random interpersonal stories that happen in my life, or, you know, let's see. Oh, whether you would rather this riddle I thought of a little bit ago. Would you rather a wandering eye partner or addiction partner? I don't know personally what I would do. I mean, I actually do know exactly what I would do. I'd personally pick to have a partner with addiction, because I just simply couldn't handle a wandering eye partner, simply because of the fact that there is a public perception factor that I just can't handle. Unfortunately, I do. As much as I like, as much as one would say that they don't care about their public perception, but you'd be lying if you said you didn't care, because if you didn't care, then I don't think you care about yourself. Hot take, sue me. But if someone is wandering, like has a wandering eye, and I'm with you, and you're looking at other people while I'm with you, and we're at a dinner with like friends and you're looking at other people, oh my God, oh my goodness, I'm taking us both out. I'm taking actually the entire dinner table out, because no one is leaving that dinner table alive if I'm caught lacking like that ever. But like, we could totally solve that behind closed doors. And by behind closed doors, we're going to figure out a way to like implement it enough. It's either I'm getting involved with whatever we're doing on here, or you are quitting and we can have as much as you want, because I fear I won't even mind at the end of the day. But also, there are a lot of downsides to having a porn addiction partner that I have not even like touched upon. Like, you could maybe you could have like a partner that has like a specific thing they like to watch, and it may not be you. So that is something that could, not even could, it would end anything for me. If I like found out about this like addiction and it was people that didn't look like me and it looked like anything but me, I'd be like, oh, that's not. But at the same time, if they don't look like me and they picked me, then could be thinking, oh my God, like I'm different than everyone else. But I don't want to think like that, because it's giving pick me. But at the same time though, if this is what your type is and you like me this much, you're going to hang out with me all the time, and we can figure, I mean, regardless, we're getting over this addiction together. And it's either we're getting over this porn addiction together by finding a new way through it, or we're just breaking up. That's it. Sorry. But what if, on the flip side, it looks like the people that they're looking up look like you, and you're just like every other, you know? Like, what if I don't know if I would be flattered that you're looking at this, because what do I not have that they do? You know, and you can't say that I don't have a, because we're all lying right now, because trust, your boy is a horny fuck. Like, I mean, if I had a partner, I would probably, if I had a boyfriend, I would be him like maybe 3-4 times a day. I'm trolling. Maybe at least once a day. It wouldn't be a mandatory thing. It would have to be completely voluntary, but I just don't see it not happening. You know, it would just, I just like crave that physical attention. And I don't mean like, I mean just actual, like something would go down every day and I wouldn't even mind. I'd have a great time. And if we didn't, I'm not saying that there would be a problem. I wouldn't say it would be like one of those issues of like, oh my God, like it's over. But I'd kind of like be like, is everything okay? Is everything all right? Because what happened today? And I think if that first day should happen like after like one of the most, that type of day should happen when we are not sleeping in the same bed, because we are literally separated through physical distances. And you know what? Even with that, it does bring in random, sorry, we're going on off the fly right now, but physical touch is super important to a relationship, to the point that I'm not saying you have to have every night, but there does need to be a level of like physical chemistry that you should be able to. I mean, Ariana stand out. I'm going to see her. Oh my God, I'm literally seeing Ariana Grande next week. But at the end of Ordinary Things, where Nona says if you can't get into bed with them every night, even after you fight and stuff, then get out. It's the wrong person. That was some shit that I dead ass will carry through my life like through my life every day. Like I don't think that there's like something that Nona, I fear Nona as a prophet. Nona has been a prophet. Every one of her snippets in her songs have always been bars. Always been bars. There's always been some you should take. And you know, Nona and SZA's grandma, Nona and SZA's grandma, they know what to say. I swear to you, they're both prophets. They're both prophets who were made, who were destined to have their granddaughters give them the platform to spread their gospel. And unfortunately, not even unfortunately, I'm gladly a disciple. And, you know, maybe another day I'll talk about how I believe that Ariana Grande is like is a prophet within herself. I think she's a lyrical prophet, but besides the point. Yeah, to have a porn addiction means that it would have to be a specific type of porn addiction for me to be able to continue on a relationship with you. It would probably have to be a level of gooning that you have, and you're just obsessively a gooner to the point that you're embarrassed to goon to me, so you goon on your phone. So I'd be like, oh, I don't really care, like you can do whatever you want as long as you just stop with the porn. I think that's probably the only way I'd go about it, because I can understand his level of embarrassment that comes with like goonery and like weird shit to do to your partner, or weird shit to do to your phone. Like gooning, I'm not saying gooning is like the best thing ever, but there are people that just like to goon. And if gooning's is an embarrassing thing to show your partner because it's an extremely vulnerable thing, but I personally wouldn't care, because like if you're that obsessed with me that you sit there and like jerk off to just like me existing and like touch me freely because you just like are obsessive with like me to the point that you just like goon to me, like, oh my god, I don't know, like that shit would be so fun. Like, are you kidding? Like, if you like me that much that you're willing to like goon to me. And not, I'm not saying I have to be like fully involved. Like I could be, sometimes I can be involved if you want me to be involved, but if you just want to do it, like I could be reading my book and you could just be like gooning to me. I really am excited for that like stage in life where you have like a partner and y'all are just so comfortable with each other to the point that y'all just do whatever you want to each other because y'all are both just cool with it. And it's like permanent consent. And I just really want a permanent consent phase where it's not like am I able to touch you or am I not? Because truthfully, I talk big, but I'm really scared when we're there. I feel like I need to talk to you for maybe 10-15 minutes before touching you, because I need to see every body language sign that has shown me that you're interested in me so I can touch you. Because if I dare touch you and you have a bad like physical reaction to it, I do not know if I will be able to recover from something like that. That is something that I don't think I could maybe handle as like a human being. And it probably will take like, I'm not going to say it's going to end my life, but it'll probably take like a good 10 years off of it. Just from the sheer embarrassment of someone rejecting my physical advances. And I'm not saying that, and this isn't one of those situations of, oh my god, am I not pretty enough? Because I know I'm a pretty boy. And if I'm not a pretty boy, that's what I tell myself every morning, so you can't tell me otherwise. But if someone like rejects my but if someone rejects my advances, I would feel like I violated their space. And I don't like non-consensual shit. Wow, woke warrior over here. But you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't like when something is non-consensual, because it really just intimidates me. It really scares me because I don't like it that I'm making you uncomfortable, and I would never want to make you uncomfortable. I'd much rather you be itching for me to touch you instead of me thinking it's okay and then it not being okay. I'd much rather wait the extra time because I don't ever want to make someone uncomfortable like that, because I know this is a very vulnerable thing, which is physical touch. I know people do have different boundaries and different that comes with it. And also, I also want my nervous system to enjoy it. And if I have a rejection, I don't know if my nervous system could regulate itself because of the fact that I faced rejection when I gave a physical advance. I don't really care if I have a rejection when I give a verbal, like when I ask for verbal consent, because if it's a no, I know what I'm like getting from there. And also, the body language could be telling me a completely different story than what like the words that are coming out of their mouth, which to me might be way easier to read, where it's like, okay, they're just not ready yet, versus like I touch them and they're like, whoa. That whole body reaction made me feel like, oh fuck, like I really fucked up and I don't ever want to do that ever again, so maybe I should just leave them alone. And maybe I'm just a runner. I'm a runner at the end of the day. That's just me. But yeah, goon to me. I really don't care if that's what you need to have a healthy life, and you love jerking off and you are addicted to porn. The good thing about this is that you have a guy who tries to work out enough to goon to, and if you want me to focus on certain things, fuck, maybe you'll do it. Maybe I'm submissive enough that I will just do shit because you want to. And as a people pleaser, at the end of the day, like as a reformed people pleaser, maybe I want to people please my partner. Like if you ask me to do some shit, I'll do it. Like I don't really care. Like as long as you're happy, like I'm happy. But anywhere else, my boundaries will never be crossed. But with you, unfortunately, there isn't many boundaries there. Maybe there's boundaries when it comes to like what you say to me when we're existing outside in the real world, or even in disagreements. But other than that, I really don't care. Like I'm really just gonna try to make you happy at all costs. But no, I actually have no buts about that. That's kind of just the facts. That's just the facts, says Erica. Yeah, I can't believe that was what the whole thing went into. But you see, I feel like that was a funny little conversation I just had, but it's the stuff like that I like to talk about, as well as my random socio-political or socio-cultural things. My bad. It's goofy shit like porn addiction or wandering eye versus my bad. It's stuff like, oh my goodness. It's stuff like porn addiction versus wandering eye that I like to talk about, as well as socio-cultural things that are happening, or how Love Island just ended, and how I think Trinity and Bryce is one of the scariest matched couples I've ever seen, ever. Like, they have done Love Island so extreme that I don't even think they were fully aware that they were on a reality show. Like, I do think that they're being so authentic to the point that people thought they were faking. And the little bit of masking that they had to do was so minimal that they really just stuck to their guns and they stuck to what they believed in. And it really worked out because they were hardwired for this shit. But at the end, they're just so comfortable with each other. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I need some shit like that. Are you kidding me? I need some shit like that. Yeah. But I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff I would like to talk about. But I don't like the boxes that we're put in to talk about what we want to talk about. I mean, also, but I don't know. There's some things that are personal to me that I would like to talk about too, like my life. Not that I've lived too much right now, but my life and how my background has shaped me for who I am and what I believe in and what encouraged me to have the thoughts that I do today and why I'm as weird or annoying as I am today. I don't know. There's so much shit I could talk about. But the other thing I can talk about is what color I am right now. I don't know if I'm going to do it. We'll see. I would think it'd be really funny to be like, I think purple would suit best for a situation like this, but who knows? I also don't think I'm going to be dressing up for this. I'm just going to be sitting like here and do whatever the fuck I want. But yeah, thanks for just tuning in for today. I really don't know what this channel is going to be yet. I also have a lot of projects I'm on the way to doing too, so hopefully I can get my editing on it. How do people edit? That's my last thing. How do you edit? Because editing is one of those things where I'm just like, everything is all over the place. How do you find something that you can? How do you find a system that just like works consistently and you can make whatever the fuck you want? I don't know. It's silly. It's super silly to me. I hate it. I hate editing. If I could have an editor, I would kill for one. Please edit my videos. Someone, please edit my videos, but I will not pay you because I can't do that. I need a camera because it's my iPhone that's recording, and I need a life. All right. Well, the good thing is I'm only at 28, so I do need to do my push-ups and sit-ups. Well, I actually need to do it's push-ups, sit-ups. So, okay. This is going to be in my accountability system in order to fix my vocabulary. So I only said it 3 times today in using the stims that I usually use, not in the way that I've been using it recently. It's been nice to kind of use the words in the right way and having the fear of holding this shit to correct me. But yeah, I've enjoyed that. Okay. I also want to get into philosophical questions that generate from this, but I also want to find a way to maybe get some transcripts and some like transcribing going on of the videos that I make in order to come up with some real topics, because I do have a lot of videos and content in here to come up with some real philosophical questions, basically just talking about what I've talked about in my life and just reflecting on it, you know? I think it'd be really nice to do something like that too, and maybe sit down for a YouTube video and just talk about anything that, and come up with a question and talk about what my beliefs and thoughts are, and if they differed from what I believed in March versus what I believe now. And maybe this might not even hit anything, but I do think this will actually hit something, because it was actually a pretty funny conversation that we had together. So maybe, I don't know, but I hope to see y'all more. I hope to be doing this more. I hope for me to be a consistent face that invests, because I do have a lot planned. I do not know when these plans will actually be executed, because I do need to learn how to code to execute a lot of my plans, but it'll be exciting. It'll be a good first step into real YouTube hood. And I've seen maybe 4 or 5 different videos and different shit that's been posted within the last like week, giving me signs to start YouTube again, because I did start it and I don't know how I feel about my previous videos, but who knows? All right, well, on a different On a different note, I don't know. Are we vibing with this weird little studio? I do think I need a better blanket. I do think I need a better pillow, but I think right now this is kind of the casual vibe I kind of got going. So, all right, well, good night. I will see y'all tomorrow, and not tomorrow, but I'll see y'all soon. And I hope that, yeah, good night. I don't know. Hope you like, comment, subscribe. Be ready to be on my journey. No, okay. In all seriousness, like, comment, subscribe. Join me on my journey on doing reflections. I don't know, journaling. This is wait. You guys are jumping in on. We're gonna redo this outro because I do want to get my point across. I've been for the last March, April, May, June. Yeah. For the last 4 months, almost every day, I have been doing journal entries, recording myself and talking about my life, for whether it's how my day exactly went, an event that happened, something cool that happened. I've had some of my friends talk with me, and it has been a very therapeutic journey. I really want to post some of these because I enjoy posting content and I don't really know exactly what that'll do for me. And I probably won't ever watch these after I make them. It's turned into much more of a therapy instead of a job. So doing this has been super enjoyable. So I do want to share some of my stuff, but a lot of it will stay private to me. So maybe I'll post some in the future. Maybe I'll post some in some time. Who knows? Maybe I'll post some ones that I never decide to put up. But just doing this as much as I want and trying to get the reps in and getting what I enjoy to post is fun. And I fear I enjoy it. I fear that this stand, this microphone, this setup, the crazy light behind me, the fact that I'm looking at the camera as I'm talking right now says just how serious I am about filming. So I might as well give myself a real shot. So I will be posting it. I will be doing as much as I can and consistently doing this until something happens or doesn't happen, because it's, at the end of the day, this is my fucking channel and this is my fucking archive. So my bad, not my archive. This is my channel and this is my journal. So yeah, I will be just trying this out, and good night. I really don't have anything else to say. Peace. For 41 minutes, my goodness.